Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Here we are, we're in a campsite testing out our brand new camper van that we just got. On this episode, I'm out here, we're in Southern California. We're actually not too far from where I live. But like I said, we're testing out the camper van and we're here at the Crystal Cove area. I have some clients who this beach is very special to them. They grew up in this area. They drive by here on PCH all the time, and they want me to capture a unique image of this beach for them. So I'm here with my ALPA camera and my brand new Hasselblad CFV 100C digital back, and we're just gonna see what we can do. See how we can capture this well-photographed beach in a unique way. And it's gonna be an interesting shoot because PCH runs right by it. It's a very crowded area here. There's foot traffic. We are in November, so it's not exactly beach weather. As you can see here, it's overcast. Yesterday, we had a pretty nice sunset, but we also had a full beaver moon, which meant everything was flooded. The beach, there wasn't too much sand from the flooding, the high tides. So we're just gonna have to see how the van holds up for the first time camping with it. We're here for a couple days, as well as learning more about this Hasselblad digital back. Let's get into it. As you can see now, the sun's trying to peek through the clouds. It's a little too high for photography at the moment, but sun in photography is very important. Obviously, it gives you depth, it gives you contrast, it gives you color, it gives you all these things. It gives you special lighting. The thing is though, I'm realizing more and more working out of the van, how important sun is outside of photography. With solar panels. Being in this van for a couple days, you don't realize how much power you use. You're running the water filter, running the refrigerator, running lights. Yes, the van has a separate alternator and inverter for the storage battery. Starting the engine, I can charge up the battery, the storage battery that the van has. However though, charging all your gear, charging everything, using all the functions of the van, that battery is depleted pretty quickly. Solar gives you a nice trickle charge, and when I'm charging battery after battery after battery for my gear here, solar becomes so important. We have 2 solar arrays on top of the van, as well as this Goal Zero here charging a separate battery. And it's been really fun and interesting playing with it. It's a big deal now. When the sun comes out, first thing we gotta do, we got the solar panels out. Obviously the one on the van never goes away, it's on top of it. But getting these solar panels out, getting these batteries out to charge it, because when we're off the grid, boondocking, that power is very, very important to store it into batteries to charge all this stuff. Because if we were just to willy-nilly just run the lights, run the refrigerator, charge our exterior lights, charge the exterior camera batteries, all that kind of stuff, we would run through it pretty quick. So I'm having a fun interaction with the sun and our solar panels to learn what we can use, when to charge, how long that power does last. And it doesn't last long, but quote unquote, free power. When the sun is out, get the solar panels out, and we're learning to charge everything. So as you can see, the overcast is thicker than I was expecting. The sun's not really coming out to play and just flat lighting. So I think today I'm gonna take a quick dip, enjoy the water, then go work on the van. Before I get to that though, I just wanna talk about the shot last night. We had a pretty nice sunset. And the idea behind this photograph is the client wants to show this beach as is. They don't want to Photoshop stuff out. Like I mentioned yesterday, PCH runs right through it, as well as there's a lifeguard tower on the beach itself too. So what I did was I moved down the beach. I moved to the north side of the beach, and I wanted to take advantage of this beach, its beautiful curve it has, while not making disappear, but still showing what beach it is with PCH and the lifeguard tower. So what I did was I used the sun behind me during sunset, and as you can hear behind me, the swells are pretty big. It's about 3 to 5 feet. Being far enough away, it creates this beautiful mist the farther down the beach with a little bit longer lens, and with the sun coming behind it, it really makes it pronounced. So I was able to use that mist and the curve of the beach to not completely make it disappear, PCH and the lifeguard tower, but to hide it. And with the Hasselblad, the 100 megapixel, it'll be nice. This is gonna be printed out pretty large. So when you zoom in, everything else is gonna be tack sharp except for the lifeguard tower and PCH. So your attention will be taken away to the sharper spots, but that mist just softened it, not to make it as detailed as the rest of the shot. So we'll be able to concentrate on the beauty of the beach while still showing which beach it actually is. So a quick tour of the van, and as you can see here, I still prefer to be outside, especially with a view like this overlooking the ocean. It's got a nice table. I can set up my laptop here and work from here. Let's jump into the van. Now, when you're out camping, there's always a lot to cope with. Working out of this van is very similar, and it's weird little things I never would have thought of, such as there's a lot of magnets in this van to close bug shades, to hook things, to hang things, all that kind of stuff. And it's really interesting because with my camera gear and with my mechanical watches, I only use mechanical watches. I don't trust battery powered watches. They die when it's really cold out, and it seems the battery's always dying on me, and I don't want to waste the energy to keep charging them. But these are somewhat messing with my camera gear and my watches. I'm wearing my Vacheron Overseas now. I haven't had any issues once if I just go in and out. But one time a magnet got stuck to it for about 2 minutes and it magnetized my watch. I'm scared to death about my camera gear, so I'm gonna have to learn to deal with all the magnets on this van. But as of right now, as long as I just go in and out and I don't hover in this area like I'm doing now, the magnets haven't been an issue, but we'll see what that's like in the future, constantly going in and out. So like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, this is our first time out with this van, and we bought it used. So that's why we're testing it out, because brand new, these things are like 200 grand, and I didn't want to pay that for a vehicle I was going to beat the heck out of. So we're out here at a local campsite, just testing, making sure the water works, all the pumps work, there's no leaks, the battery's good, and if something fails, we're literally 10 minutes from home. And my client wanted a picture of the beach here, so it worked out perfectly. But just to go to show this, just a quick little tour here of the van. It's going to completely change since we're learning what we need, what we don't need. I mean, like this area here, we're going to turn this into a lockbox area. Apologies for the mess. We're still figuring things out. A lot will change, but this is kind of a fun first tour of what it looks like, and you will not recognize it in a couple months. So obviously now behind you was where you drive the car. Here now is looking back. Here's the control panel for all the RV stuff. Storage here, like I said, is going to turn into a locker area. Vent, more storage. Oh, and let me show you, remember that show, The Cribs from MTV? Let me show you where the magic happens. Here's the bathroom, which has already been very useful. I didn't really think I needed a bathroom in here, but my wife said, now let's get a bathroom. And even being in Southern California, last night, it wasn't that cold, but it was windy. It was so nice, instead of getting up and leaving the van, it was so nice to have a bathroom inside. The bed's back here. It can go up and down. So that's our quick tour of the van at this moment. A lot of changes are going to happen to it, but it's going to be a perfect little work vehicle for what I need it for. Camera gear is going to be locked up here. It's 4-wheel drive. There's a Mercedes Winnebago Revel. So decent amount of storage. It's like a small little studio apartment in a way on wheels. I'm very much looking forward to where we can take this and just really working out of this van in the future. Okay, now that you've gotten a full tour of the van, we'll head back to photography, and it looks like the sun is coming out. We might get a sunset. We have about an hour and a half or so till sunset, so I'm gonna head down to the beach and let's hope for a good one. So as you can see behind me, it's not really coming together. The fog is too thick. I'm not getting some depth. I'm not getting the color I wanted because we're not getting that little kiss of sun. So luckily enough, we got a great shot last night, so hopefully the client will be happy with that. But for now, I mean, I'm gonna hang out for another half hour. It's a half hour till sunset, so I'm gonna hang out till then just to be safe. But after that, I think I'm gonna turn off the camera here. We'll head back up to the campsite, to the camper van, and cook some dinner for the night, and yeah, we'll go from there for the evening. Sorry for the on-camera audio, but I am running. I came down to the beach this morning, completely fogged in, was getting ready to leave, and now the sun's come up. And sorry for the wiggles, I'm running right now. So I'm gonna try to get a shot. Hopefully something comes together. It's a beautiful morning. Didn't think it would be. Wow, that was a pretty intense 5 or 6 minutes running around to capture that sun. But now, as you can see, it's foggy again. Whew. Okay, let me collect myself, actually hook some audio to this phone so you can kind of hear me, and I'll walk you through it. Wow, what a hectic, crazy morning, man. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better now that I'm mic'd up. But whew. So I woke up for sunrise completely socked in with fog. You couldn't see 100 yards ahead. And I thought, oh well, let's just go take a nice stroll along the beach. I'll take my camera like I always do just to be safe. Man, am I glad I did. As I was walking down from the campsites, whew, that's when you came in, me running. The sun was just starting to peek through. Gorgeous. I got some amazing shots. I'm excited about it. Just the way the sun was coming through the mist, and now we got that orange color from the sunrise to really change these photos, to make them different from previous ones, sunset or during the day when I was shooting earlier. But oh man, whew, still kind of calming down from running down. But this medium format is the perfect camera for this. Yes, it's a little fumbly to deal with these technical cameras, but with the Hasselblad 100 megapixel digital back and the Rotostock lenses, best glass in the world, you get this detail that just takes it to the next level. Now, they say gear doesn't make your photograph better. Yes and no, but this does, in the way that everything is gonna be so tack sharp, and like I've talked about this whole trip, the mist. Emphasis on that soft, flowy part of the mist is gonna contrast so well with the tack sharpness of the water, the sand, the trees. It's just gonna make the photo that much better. It's gonna emphasize what I want in the photo, especially in print form. We're gonna print these out really big. It just sets the photography a little bit higher because 35 millimeter, the smaller sensor, can't quite do it like a medium format sensor can. That detail, that quality, especially again in print form. So I'm really excited to show the clients these prints. So okay, this is our last day of our staycation. It's almost 8 o'clock. The van's done very well. No leaks, all the pumps work, all the electric seems to work. So now we know we can take it in a little bit more harsher conditions and it should handle it just fine. So it's been a good test. Let's head back up to the van, start packing up and get ready to head home, and I'll edit this video up there. So there we have it. I think a pretty good test session of the van in a local campsite. Learned a lot. It's going to take some adjustments to be able to work out of this van, but again, this was a good test run. I got some great photos down in Elmore, Crystal Cove Beach. So successful trip nonetheless. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like what you saw, give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. That really helps our small channel out, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.